Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mariah's. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mariah's Sanctuary. I'm Mariah. Happy Monday. I'm okay. I'm tired, but that's life, I guess. I hate ties, though. I was looking at the poll, and it's a tie, and I literally hate ties. It's annoying because that means I just don't like ties. I just don't because options is one is more going to be take a lot more time. The other one, both take a good amount of time. So I'd rather just be a definite answer, and it's a tie again. So I had a tie 3 times, and then now I had a tie. This is the third time I've had a tie on this thing, and I'm not really happy about it. Before someone else voted, it was not a tie. Then it became a tie again. I need someone else. I need more people to vote, and I need people to vote for a particular one in particular, rather than I know they're picking what they want, but I literally can't do a tie for this one because I can't do both options for the celebratory stream because of I figured you'd get that one. I have a feeling it's gonna stay a tie just because I don't want it to. And if that happens, I'm gonna be choosing which one I want then because both of those are gonna take a good amount of time. So I can't do a tie for that one because I know. But if it was a tie and it was 2-1, 2-1 that was both of them were kind of short ideas, then I could do both of them. But because I know if we do a creative story, that's one of the chosen ones, and if it stays a tie with truth or dare, it's going to be those are both going to be probably lengthy. So I'm not going to. No, but we'll see. Um, because on Wednesday I have to put up what this week's content is and next week's content. So we'll see how many people vote between today and Wednesday for that. So we'll see. Um, but I know which one I want. So if it says tie, I'll just pick which one I want to do because yeah, that's what's gonna happen. See, people are like, Mariah, why don't you just pick the choice yourself? Probably people will probably think that, and the reason I don't do it that way is because because this is a community thing, particularly the story. Some of the ideas I have are community related. I think it's better for them to choose, and I also think it's since the reason I have the channel is because of people that subscribe and watch and whatever. I think they should have a right to um, make the decision. Hopefully, I'm glad. Hopefully today. I hope from now on, my live streams don't trend. That's what I hope. But we'll guess we'll have to see. I don't want them. I don't particularly. I don't want my Monday ones to trend because that's when a lot more trolls come in. So we'll see. Yeah, yeah. I realized I could be the tiebreaker instead of putting it twice. From now on, I could just if I want an idea more than the other, I'll just choose which one I want. So yeah. Um, what am I thinking about? I don't know. Also, we got well before we even get to we're closer to 1600, but we're not there yet. So when we get closer to the I don't even know what I'm gonna put another poll up eventually to decide the date and the time because I know people have um different yeah I had trouble on my phone, so I don't know. I'm not sure if it's the phone because it's getting older or not, but could be that, but it's fine. I'm hoping because I'm on my computer instead of my phone that maybe a lot of trolls will be coming through. But Nick, since the last 19 months, we've had a lot of trolls on this channel for some reason. I don't know if you've been on this channel that long, but if you have, my goodness, I didn't realize it's been that long. But I know for a fact it's been since January of last year. I started getting, because the channel has started growing real fast, or decently. I started getting trolls and trolls and trolls, and you don't need to apologize for trolls unless it's not your fault. So you don't need to apologize for the reaction of trolls. Hopefully we don't get any disrespectful ones like last week, which is why I got mad last week. I don't think we will, because I think more people probably use a lot of the trolls that we probably get are probably the ones that seek attention, and I tend to ignore most of the trolls, but sometimes I get pissed, particularly ones that trigger my certain issues I have. So yeah. It's been at least a year already. Dude, I didn't realize it's been that long. Oh, that's awesome. To me, honestly, the things that make me happy are making my art, helping the disability community that I'm part of, trying to encourage and inspire them. Because I feel like as a child and even a teenager, I didn't have that. Not that my parents weren't supportive or my family wasn't, but I feel like outside of that and one teacher I had, I didn't have what I wish others had. But other than that, yeah, I don't know how I feel about being halfway through 2025, well, over halfway through 2025. I'm not sure how I feel, because I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to 2,000 on this channel. I know I thought that was gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen by the end of the year. Oh, I wonder who's at the door. I'm not going to the door. I'm streaming. I hear it. Hold on, I'm gonna check the window just in case, to make sure it's not my dad. Hold on a second. Because it could be. That'd be a problem. It's not my dad. I don't even think it is. Yeah, it wasn't my dad, so we're good. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like you said you think by March of next year. We'll see. Honestly, I try not to get my expectations up, because I've had a lot of times where I had my expectations up and it was a waste of my time, and like I shouldn't have done that. Tend to have my expectations low because people are not very reliable. Most people, at least in my opinion. But I wonder where Mildred's at, because she's normally in here. I'm surprised. And I'm glad the chat didn't break, because we always be having issues all the time. It's annoying. Let's see. She should be fine. I didn't talk to her much today anyway, so I only talked to her a little bit on X or Twitter. I'm not calling. I can't believe I called it X. I don't like calling it that. So I mean Twitter. But I just really wish this tie was broken. I hate it. It's pissing me off. Mariah, calm down. It's fine. I just need it to be unbroken. I just like, I'd rather someone else break the tie than me having to break it, because then someone's going to get mad. Oh, Mariah, why'd you choose that? It's a tie. I just feel like it's going to be a thing, because some people don't like me choosing. Some people rather me choose. Some people rather themselves choose, I guess. I don't really know, but thinking. I hope today, you said I should not, I don't. The one thing I like on my celebratory streams, live streams, are that because I put since they're going to be subscriber only, which I love doing, because that means most likely we're not going to get any trolls, and if we do, it's more likely going to be more contained because of the intimacy of the subscribe only. And if I put subscriber only, I'm going to put a certain time limit. You can't just start chatting and things if you just came on, because I've had some in the past where they subscribed and just started saying nasty and ugly things. So hence why I put, when I do subscriber only for my Saturday streams and my celebratory streams, I put time limit on. You have to be a subscriber for this amount of minutes before you can write in my live stream. I hope that this celebratory live stream is as fun as the other one, because the other one was really good where we wrote a poem. And actually I had this idea. Well, I am going to do it. I'm going to be putting the written form of that poem on my Patreon and my coffee for anyone who wants to buy it. That was a part of that, but it's not going to be immediately because I'm still doing my inspirational art that's for sale on there. So, and I know Mildred is looking forward to that because I talked to her about what ideas I want to do about my art, because she's the only one that buys it. So at least has only one has bought it so far um, consistently. Um, so for her, I tell her, I asked her, would she want me to put the um, community poem, the collaborative community poem up there? She was like, yeah. So I will be doing that, just not immediately because I'm still working on my inspirational art based on sayings I've came up with. Um, I have a lot of different art on there. It's kind of insane. But awesome. And I know she and I both like when I do art that is multicolored. I like multicolored, two different colors, and then sometimes on a singular color. So I like all different ones. But I think out of all three of those, I probably would say multicolored first, then the ones with two colors, and then I don't know if she has an art display. I don't know if she'll ever show it. She said she has she made a gallery of my art, which is kind of amazing. I've never. That's actually really that's really impressive to me because um it shows me how much someone actually connect. She tells me all the time. She says that she actually my art makes her brightens her day. Like, and I didn't realize that my art did that. I knew it did it for me, but I didn't realize I could do it for someone else. Because she's the first person I ever had that ever told me something like that before. Like, another reason probably why I call her. She's very a rare, in my opinion, she's like a rare gem. Um, I don't really care what other people think about it. I don't think it's a virtual. No, she actually like buys my art. So like I think she prints it out and then puts it up on her walls and stuff. That's what I'm saying, because she says she has it in her house, which tells me it's most likely probably she probably prints out the art that I have and then puts it all over her house, which is actually amazing. Because I hope one day I would love that actually be a brilliant thing. I wish that one day, probably when I'm dead, most likely, uh, people probably would just buy my art because it's like you can't get any art like that now anymore. Like, and I love that my art is not AI art. I know people do AI art. I'm not a fan of it, personally. Um, I just like paper to pen art. I just prefer it. Honestly, probably because that's all I do. So I can't even see myself ever doing AR ever in my whole life. And just something about putting your hand to the paper, just I don't know how to explain it to you. Like, no. Like, I like when I do my art and listen to classical music while I'm doing it. So I'm in my little calm state because um it makes me happy. So like that's like this, like I said, the two things that make me happy is making my art and it making me happy, making others happy, and helping the disability community that I'm part of. Those are the only two things that make me happy. And if I couldn't have either one of those, I wouldn't see the purpose of being here, in this world, because there'd be no purpose to me. Um, yeah. For those that are watching, uh, what is what are some things that make you happy? Hmm. turned it off on my computer. I was just thinking about something. Because I don't see. I wonder if on. That's so weird. Oh, I keep forgetting, Nick. You turned yours off. I forgot. That's why I didn't see it on here. You like playing your clarinet along on with your Spotify playlist. Yeah, I don't have the gift of music, but it's awesome that you could do that. I don't have that gift. Like that's one of the gifts I do not have musically inclined. I'm not gifted to play like music. And it's really cool to see people that can. Definitely not one of those people. Nick, are you thinking of your answer? I see Richard wrote his answer. Yeah. Oh, another question. While Nick is probably thinking of his answer, another question: if you could, if you were to sum your life as a, if you were to sum your life as like for a TV show or a movie, what would you name the title of your like life story? What would it be? Let me think of my own answer to this question. What would I name it? Oh, I got an idea of what I name it. But I want to hear people's idea. I want to hear I want to hear people's responses for Nick. I'm still waiting for your response to my first question. You know how I am. You said to dream the impossible dream. That's an interesting name. Is that because you wait? Is there a reason why you would name it that? I know what mine would be, but I want to see if there's a reason why you name it that first. Sorry, you're probably hearing me stim. Sorry, my bad. Actually, I'm not sorry for stimming. I'm just sorry if you couldn't hear what I'm doing. You said it's the name of an old song. I don't know if I've ever heard of that song. Probably not. For me, I would name mine. I would say the obvious one is for me being part of this community. You said you have hobbies that make you happy. Repairing. Yeah, you told me that you definitely told me about the repairing, modifying, and playing playing games on vintage computers. Oh, mine would okay. Back to what mine would be. I would say my life story for the title of my life story probably would be like the mysterious randomness of Mariah, because I feel like I am very I feel like I can never figure out what I'm going to like do or like shouldn't say really do. It's more like I can't always understand the complexities of how I am. So like I'm like always trying to figure out what I'm going to say or do. Plus my impulsiveness doesn't really help about it. I mean help being that factor. So yeah. That's probably what mine would be. I don't know if that would be a TV show or a movie though. Because I feel like either way, it would just kind of be so random, whatever, if it was a TV show or a movie. Just a thought, though. I'm curious to see what Nick's is going to be. I saw what Richard is. What's yours, Nick? Why do I feel like it's going to say something about pranking and pranking and computers and something else? I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up. What? Actually, but that would work though for you, kinda. I think. You said you're not sure what yours would be. I think yours would be like Nicholas, like the prankster, like prankster IT expert or something. I don't know. That's just a thought. That's just a thought though. I don't know for a fact what it would be. Fun. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anyone's comments. 'Cause I just realized sometimes when I'm in a live stream, I might be missing. Nah, I'm not missing anyone's comments. Okay. Thought I was for a second. We're good. Okay. Let's see. Let me think of any questions. Wait, does anyone have questions for me? You said you think yours gonna be Nick's world of virtual time. Wait, but that would mean. Wait, are you talking about? Is that like a fantasy or something? A fantasy kind of thing? Because I don't think time travel actually happens. Unless you're saying time travel as in you go to different time period. I don't know what that means. I'm not quite sure if you mean like going to different time periods or do you mean like you lived for a certain length of time or something. Why time travel? Oh, so you said you spent most of your time. Wait, I've spent most of my time living. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was trying to figure out like what you meant. I thought when you said time travel, I was thinking of I don't know if you've ever seen the movie I don't know if you've ever seen the movie shoot, what was it? There was a movie called what the heck was that movie? It was a movie about time travel. I can't remember what the movie is called. Dang. It was an okay movie. You know what movie I watched last night? Actually, yeah, it was last night. It was pretty good. The Amateur. This thing was pretty good. It was on Hulu. It was actually pretty good. I was like, I saw the trailer for it, but I was like, man, they have it on Hulu, and I was like, whoa, that was pretty good. I don't know. I don't really watch. No, I don't watch Back to the Future. I've seen it, but I don't really watch it like that. My dad is. Well, I'm not an '80s baby, so I would have. I don't know if it comes on that often on TV. I think we watched it back when we had TV, but I think I only watched it like one time, and not even all the way through. So, yeah, no, thank you. Um, you said you're a fan of history, and what do you mean by tech? Wait, what do you mean by you're a fan of history in the technological sense? What does that mean? You watched it in the '90s. How could wait? When you say '90s, how? What '90s? To like when you were like 9 or something? Because me and you are like 2 years apart, basically. Because in the '90s, we were all children. So because the '90s spanned from '90 to '99, so that's only 9 years. Like, huh? Do you remember that though? I'm so sorry for some. That's so funny because I said were you like 9 when, that's hilarious. I said were you like 9 when you watched it. I didn't know you were 9 when you watched it. But oh wow, that would have made me 7. That's so weird. That's so weird. If you were 9, I was 7. But still, honestly, I didn't think about. Let's be honest, I didn't really think about it back then. You said you rewatched it. Yeah. See, I never really watched those kind of movies. Yeah, yeah. Seriously, if you watch the movie Amateur, it was good. But man, it actually wasn't as good. I thought it was gonna be a lot more. It was really action packed, but I thought it was gonna be a lot more blood for some reason. Some of the way that people died in the movie was like, what the fudge? I was kind of not expecting it. Like the one lady who was trying to help was helping the guy, and she just well, the way she got shot was like kind of worried me. The, like I don't know, they must have some kind of really bad. They must have some strong weapons to shoot her like that. I was like, I ain't never seen a thing like that before. Okay, it was intense, but at least he got his wife's killer on the movie. I actually thought he was gonna like kill him, but he didn't, which is I guess technically he got the payback in the end because he didn't kill him, but he got him like arrested by Interpol and whatever. It was interesting. It was interesting because there was a few times I was like, this guy is. Yeah, I'm talking about I'm talking about the amateur. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That movie, yes, Nick. It was really that was really good. It's on. They have it on Hulu. I don't know if they. I don't know what that. I'm so sorry for some person in the background. Oh wow. Wonder where you live then, because these are 6:30 in the morning. Okay. I hope you have a really good sleep. Because here it's like 4. Wait, that means you're like 10 hours ahead of me. Whoa. Oh, you're from Australia. Oh my gosh. I know someone, well, I know of someone from Australia. That's really cool. Also have an awesome sleep. If you would like to watch it back, you can always watch it back if you want to. Have an awesome sleep. If you want to watch it back, it's under my live stream, just in case you want to. But what was I saying? What the heck is Mildred? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out. Hopefully she's okay. Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne. Oh my gosh, I was like kind of pissed at his character though. Okay, Nick. That thing was woo. That thing was my gosh. That thing. That movie was insane. I think it's really cool how this channel reaches different parts of the world. I think that's really awesome. Definitely gonna watch them. Definitely gonna watch Scammer Payback today, later because it's coming on the same time I'm streaming, so that's not gonna be happening now. That thing, man. Oh, I watched. That was really cool to watch actually. Them take down a scammer in live time. That was absolutely beautiful. Let me look. Nick, are you back? Because I know you said you were going back. Oh, okay. You said you were wondering. I don't know what happened. Let me look and see if she's texted if she messaged me on here. Sometimes things come up for her. I don't know. Nothing I've seen. She didn't message me and say she wasn't. I don't know. Maybe something did come up. It's possible. But let me think. You know, I'm just really curious to like. I think for me, if it ends in time, I'm gonna probably pick the story one because I want to do. I rather do the creative story over Truth and Dare, but we'll see. It depends on what it ends at. Um, but yeah, I do hope everything's okay too. I'll message her after the stream if I don't see her in there. What was I gonna say? Because I told her yesterday. She said she was coming yesterday, so I don't know if she is. Yeah, it is ultimately up to the viewers. Like I agree. But if it ends in a tie, I'm going. That's the one I'm gonna pick. I do wonder if like some of the people that were if some of the people who were a part of the poem are going to be the same, some of the same people that are on that live stream. And I'm glad that I closed it off too from like for the main public, like because of, and you know why I did it. It started because, see, if the channel didn't get so many, I think she did. She told me I think she did vote. I think that's why it's tie again. Because it was the story one was in front, and then it now is equal again. I don't know for a fact she voted. I said I think she might have. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if truth or dare gets chosen. I don't even. I'm trying to figure out what statements I can use because for me, I feel like it's more probably better if people come up with the statements than I do because I can't actually see if they're going to actually do it. I can see if I'm doing it. I can't see the other vice versa. So for that one, it might be a free for all for that one because I can't. Honestly, there's really no purpose of me doing the truth or dare on other people in the chat because I can't see if they're going to do it or not. You can tell me you're doing it, but it's not the same thing as being able to view it. Um, yeah, so I don't know, but yeah, I just think it's really cool that this channel reaches different parts of the world. Like you're in South Africa. There's was one person that was just is from Australia. We've had people from different parts of the world, like India, Norway, like all these different places. I'm thinking I thought my goal was to reach around the world, but I didn't actually think that was going to happen. Because I know we have people in the disability community all over the world. It's not just in the U.S. Where I am. So like, um, you said, yeah. For me, I think you said truth or dare would be a tough one to achieve. You're pretty sure. Honestly, it would be probably a difficult one to achieve. Like I feel like if it was like if I had people in person, like it'd be a little bit easier because we could like span the see we could like if we could like span the camera and people could see like if people are actually doing it. But because it's only me, it's like kind of more difficult. Like my one where I came with the true or false. That was easier because it was based on my own actual stuff, and I would know if they're true or false. But I don't know. I feel like certain ones are harder to do than others. Like I'm trying to figure out when I should like for any of my celebratory streams when I should let the community decide what we do. But some it doesn't seem like at least based on what I've seen in the past so far, it doesn't seem like this community wants to come up with any ideas for live streams, particularly celebratory live streams, because I've given them chances, but no one ever says that they want a particular topic. I've literally never seen it so far. So I don't know. I try to be as inclusive as possible, but I can't make people do things they don't want to do. Like, and I'm not doing that. But yeah, I don't know. Um, you said you don't recall any such a because I said I one of some of the streams some of the live streams I've said for celebratory streams on the polls you can write in what choice you want and then I can make a new poll. I would have made a new poll with that choice if it was chosen enough times but no one's ever voted for that, so I can't make people, like I said, I can't make people do things I want. I'm not gonna force it. Like there's no purpose of doing that. um I really hope Jason comes back one day. That's what I want. Like, but I want him to come back because I liked some of the people that we had in here. Like some of the original people I've seen for I should say we're in here for a good amount of time. You and Mildred are like more original than others because it's flip flops between who's in here and who's not. Um, thinking. I don't know. We'll see. I guess because every stream we have, it's different. Like we have different people. Some people we have on, some people we don't. So I don't really know. I really wish some of the people that were original people on here would come back, but I can't make them do that, and I'm not doing all that. I really like Scammer Payback. Like that channel makes me happy. Like watching him scam me. I saw his most recent video where they were in London. That was epic. And they actually they showed how they actually got a scammer in real like time. It was really kind of epic. Um because he created like a few years ago. He created that's really weird because that when I think about that, a few years ago, channel was that was 3 years ago, and the channel was not as popular as it is now. His channel was always popular that I'm aware of. But I'm talking about as in this channel it wasn't as popular. I love his channel. Like I love watching it, and I love that he made that people's call center. That thing is epic. Like I love watching him scam bait. I love his little hair, his hair colors. Like I couldn't rock blue hair. Like he looks really good with it. Like not everyone could rock the hair colors he'd be having. He had blonde at one point. Then he has like this I think right now he has like an aqua color or whatever. Um like I don't know. I just really like watching him. I used to watch Kid Boga, but then I stopped. I think I like this. I realized I like the live stream. That's probably why I like his channel a little bit better because I don't think I've ever really seen many of Kid Boga's live streaming, like actual live, like in live, not the one like it's not pre-recorded. Um, yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking. Um, I do think since this is a computer instead of phone, which means I think it wasn't from now on. I think the numbers will be more consistent and it won't be fluctuating and have all these trolls in it, which is good for me because that means I don't have. That means you don't have to do too much work. At least I hope it stays like this. But I don't know because I keep seeing the number change, but no one's speaking, so it must mean the whoever's watching was lurking, which is fine. You said you used to get a lot of calls from scammers sometimes. I bet you did. See, I bet you'd really be good at scam baiting, Nick. I think you'd be good at it a lot, very good at it. Yeah, I don't have the patience because to do that. Because I get aggravated especially when I hear about the victims. That just pisses me off. Yeah, that just makes me mad. Like I do like when TV back at least back in our childhood and probably before we were even born. I like stuff back then. Like nowadays, I don't really like as much. Like I like watching. You definitely need to watch the most recent uh video from Scammer Payback because he created some kind of thing. I can't tell you about it because if I say it, um then you're not gonna watch. So you need to watch like the most recent like video he did because he said he created like a thing for people who are like amateurs to like actually help with scam baiting calls. It's kind of cool actually. I can still never do it because yeah, I have phone anxiety. That's not gonna work out for me. I don't really like talking on the phone. I have compromised before, but talking on the phone is not my thing. I know it's part of being autistic, and some people even have it because they just have anxiety with phones. But I know it's what for me. It's what it's from. Um, yeah. Uh, the one thing is, see, I think it's interesting. People make time for what they want to make time for. So they like you said they eventually. I believe they. I believe you that they eventually took that they took your name off the list. I believe that. I wish whoever keeps coming in and then going out. It's getting on my nerves. Whoever's doing that. Like I keep seeing it. The number fluctuates. It's getting on my nerves. Like I do wonder when this channel is going to get to 1600. If it's going to be before the 6 years of being a disability YouTuber or after that. Before or after, and that's in less than 2 months. So we'll see. But I don't know because we're getting closer, but we're not there yet. Um, I read somewhere, I don't know if it's actually happening or not. I read that they're demonetizing people that have reaction channels, other different kinds of content that's like repetitive. They're like, I don't think I have, at least I don't think this channel is that, but I don't know. Because I haven't even been monetized, so I can't be taken. It can't be taken away yet because I haven't even got it. But I do wonder if that's already happening or if it happened for some. I was trying to look if it happened for some people, but I don't know. Um, yeah, I do feel bad. I was one of my I'm not sure if he's a friend or not. Whatever. Someone on Twitter was telling me that they had gotten a copyright strike, and then like YouTube. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad it. I'm very glad it doesn't trend on. That's exactly what I'm glad. I'm glad it doesn't trend on my laptop because I don't because I don't want it to trend because then the trolls come and disrespect this channel and I'm tired of disrespect. But which is great because I mean we don't have too many trolls. Well, we haven't had trolls today, which is great. I don't. I hope we don't get any. I hate trolls, by the way. Freaking garbage. The just people that decide just let me be rude to you for no reason, like the troll from last week. I don't care if it was a kid or not. Like especially when I had just talked about making progress and then that happens. Um, which tells me trolls can be kids too. Kids can be evil, just like adults. Um, said because you don't think your live will show up. Well, good. I'm glad. That's great. I'm glad it won't show up scrolling through shorts because it's not a short. I know it does show up as shorts. Maybe it's honestly it might be better to do it this way. But the only thing for me, when I am doing my Saturday streams, I've decided I'll have my notes up on the screen on the laptop, and I will look at the live stream on my tablet because of so then I can see what's being said, but at the same time as well look at my notes because it's a lot harder to to read the article off my tablet than it is to look at my notes that I've already typed up. I really don't like people that are hateful, so to me, if I'm not being suggested to people that are hateful, then we're good. I feel bad for the people that are nice that I'm missing out, but I don't feel bad for the ones that are hateful. Yeah. Yeah, I do think that the laptop I honestly like it better this way personally. But only thing I did worry about is because on your phone you can use your data. But if this one thing I worry about, I do have of course Wi-Fi, but I'm saying if the Wi-Fi went down, it would not be immediately changed over to the mobile data because I'm not on my phone. So that's the only thing that would be different about it. Um, I don't know, but I don't know. That's literally the only thing that's about different. I just think it's interesting that people like I can't believe somebody was on here and it's 6 o'clock over where they are. I do know one other person that's from Australia that it would be the same exact time that it was there. I don't know exactly. I'm not sure exactly what part of Australia, but they're in the same time zone because they're 14 hours ahead by time zone, which is insane when I think about it. Um, which basically even if I planned this YouTube, like if I planned different times for my content, it really wouldn't matter. It'd be morning for somebody. Like if I even switched it, I don't know if I would switch it honestly. Um, you have family in New Zealand. Wow. What's the time difference between those, New Zealand and you, for that? I didn't real until the only reason I found out that Australia had such a time significance between Um, the first time I found that out was when I was playing this game. There was a person from Australia, and he said he got mad at me because I called him buddy. I guess it's offensive for somebody. They say you call someone buddy when they're like when you're strangers. That like is kind of you're not supposed to call someone that's like you're really friends with a buddy. I've never heard that because in the U.S. When you're friends with somebody, you can call them buddies. So I'm like, I didn't realize it's an offensive term. I got nothing. I don't even know what to say to that. I didn't know that's offensive to people. The word buddy. I didn't know that because I've never heard that before. So I don't know. I can't vouch for myself because I don't know because I'm not from Australia. Maybe it is offensive that word, which is not was not intentional. Like, how you gonna get mad at someone for calling you buddy, but you didn't tell me that's offensive until like after and get mad at me because I said it? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. But yeah, I really don't got it. Oh, well, 10 hours for you. Wait, not for the reason. Then why is it offensive? I don't get why it's offensive. That's not. I don't understand. What do you mean it's offensive at some? But why? What does buddy mean? Like, is it like a bad word or something? Because I don't get it. I really, I don't. What? Wait, what? What? Huh? I really don't understand why that word is offensive. I don't get it. I really have no idea. We weren't even really good friends. Like, we didn't talk outside the game, so I don't understand why that was offensive. Like, I called one of my friends buddy, like, and he's from Mexico. It has nothing to do with the. I don't get it. But that's not what. But that's not what I. What that is not what I mean when I say buddy. Like, that's literally some places. In my opinion, well, at least when I use it with my friend, it's a term of endearment. I don't know what. I don't know why that's offensive. Like, literally, it's not a patron. Like, no one has ever in besides that one person has never said the word when I say buddy is like offensive. I've never had that in my whole life before. Before playing that game, I never had someone say that to me. That's an offensive term. I don't even get how. I don't get it. I don't get that. And the reason why I don't get it is because I would not. Because to me, it's not insulting. It's not like like it's not a derogatory term. I don't get it. What? For real, people actually think that. That's actually really. I've never heard that in my life. Must be. I don't know if that's is that a guy thing or something? Because girl, I don't think girls do that to each. I never even. I don't understand. I understand what you're saying, but I don't understand. I need someone that has been offended by that term to explain it to me because I don't quite understand. Like, I need someone to tell me. Like, I don't. I don't. I don't get it. Like, if someone called me out of my name, like as in like something offensive, I get that, but it must be a guy thing because I'm thinking I've never heard any girls. I've never like I don't think I've ever heard that before. But I don't know. Looks like it's only you and me, Nick. Um, I don't know. Supposedly, the one thing. Okay, for anyone that doesn't know, well, also since you're here, Nick, I'll say it. I don't. Politics of any kind won't be allowed. I won't. I don't want politics of any kind to be tolerated on this channel. Like, so if someone brings something up in politics, I won't respond to it. Just I'm just gonna tell you right now because I don't want the channel to become a bicker channel for like politics. Like, I believe this, you believe this. We have to have a fight. Nah, nah. Because someone in my chat tried to start that up, and I immediately deleted the comment because I'm not dealing with touching that because we have, people have different views and different things. Then it will become like a whole she hates this, all this crap kind of thing. I hate this, you hate this. We can't be friends. We can't do this, and the whole channel will start becoming a bicker channel and not supportive. And yeah, no, people can have different views, and we have no right to judge each other's views when we don't because we're allowed to have a different view, just like in anything people have certain viewpoints on different beliefs like and you can still people can still talk to people that have different beliefs so like um so if I see anything about that just saying if I see anything like that on this channel in my live streams I've already blocked certain words so if someone tries to bring it through and if someone even if my mods push it through and I don't want it on here I will take it off myself um because I don't want politics on this channel. Like I just don't want it. I understand people have they can say Mariah being whatever is. I don't really know what you'd call that. But because of the state of the world and what is going on in the world, I think that just causes more stress to people. And I already know I'm already stressed about what's happening in the world. So I'd rather not talk about things that um talk about things that can't be changed, what's the purpose of talking about it? It doesn't change anything. Like, I don't see the point of talking about something that just because of me speaking ill thoughts or good thoughts about it, it doesn't change the fact of what's happening. So, and if people don't like that I said that, oh well. Um, because for me personally, when I see say the world, it makes me upset because I take on all the stuff of what's happening on my body, and I don't want it on this channel for that reason. So yeah. Yeah, I know. Like, one of my friends was like, well, online was like they didn't understand why I didn't like politics because I don't like talking about it. I don't care for it. I don't because in my opinion, this is my last statement about politics in general. My opinion, politics is where one side goes against the other, and we're always arguing. There's no conflict resolution. So what the hell's the point of talking about it? That's my last point about that. Um, my point is more okay. The last thing is it more likely in politics you have a lot more division than togetherness. So why talk about something? This channel is supposed to be a safe space for people, and talking about politics is not a safe space. It does not make a safe space, in my opinion. It makes it um I don't even know what I would say. It makes it kind of a walking on eggshells kind of thing. Walking on eggshells, like, like you have to walk very carefully or you'll break the eggshells kind of thing. And it makes it hostile and doesn't make it safe. So, and I wish I don't know how to write, I don't know how some people write their little list of like points or like what is respectful on this channel, because I tried to find where you can do that. And for some reason, I don't have that option on my channel. I'm supposed to be able to have an option where I can put like the rules of the channel. I know in bigger live streams, particularly Scammer Payback's live stream, some of his mods will be saying what the rules are because I guess they're established. I don't know if I don't think they work there or nothing because I don't think there's any, at least based on what I know of, I don't think there's any girls that work directly for him. I know he has some girl mods, but I don't think they work at the office with him. Um, yeah, I don't know how to add to those. I wish I did because I would do it. Uh. I'm just glad this channel hasn't got any stalkers yet. Hopefully, it doesn't ever get any. I'm glad it's mostly respectful, and I say mostly because there are awesome people, and there's some shitty people. That's why I say mostly respected, because especially when the trolls come in, which I really wish there was a block all trolls button on thing, but that's not an actual option. And I would think you would think YouTube would have that option because it's a really big platform, but it doesn't seem to have that option. I'm just glad today we didn't get that's the one good thing. I just realized what I'm glad about. The one good thing about this channel not being, well, too big yet, and trending right now, because then we don't have the people that click on said hi. That literally would get on my last nerves. And we have people that understand when to stop doing things, and where I get irritated by it. But yeah, you will say that this place is where. Well, I'm glad that you don't ever feel like you're walking on eggshells when it comes to your opinion. I'm glad that that's what you feel about it. I hoped people would. Some people don't feel that way. That's their choice. I mean, I can't really speak for them. But I'm glad that I have at least one person I know that doesn't feel like they're walking on eggshells that actually told me that. Um, I'd also think it's important to let everybody express their selves. I try to allow. That's literally what the purpose of it is to allow people to express their opinions, even if I don't agree with every opinion. Which I don't mind not agreeing with people's opinion. I mind the part where someone's trying to force their opinion on me, and I'm supposed to agree with it. That's when you get. That's the typical reason. Well, that's one of the reasons why people get. Well, one person got kicked off this channel, banned from this channel because they were trying to push their opinion on me. And I will. That's the one thing I literally hate. And people in the past have done that in real life, and that didn't work out well for them. Um, I am not one. For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm not one to be How do I say it? I'm not one to just allow people's opinion to color how I think. If I think something, I don't tend to change just because someone else tells me, "Oh, Mariah, you should." No, Mariah should nothing. Mariah has her own brain. She can do what she thinks is right. And, you don't have a right to tell me what I can and cannot say, or can and cannot do, or can and cannot think. Um, Said it's never your intention to offend anybody, but you appreciate it if people. Well, let's be honest. For anyone that knows me, well, you probably know me. Starting to get to know me more better. Better is when I think something, I don't tend to like change it. Like for example, if you offended me, I would tell you. I do it with everybody. If someone tends to offend me, I say it. Some people don't like the way I say it. I don't really feel bad about the way I say it because I'm a very direct person and can't really help it if people don't agree with it or not. Like I can't help you there. But it's another reason I'm glad that I was raised the way am, raised the way I was, and also am the way I am because of I mean, I know being raised in a family that's direct is good, but then also being direct myself because I'm autistic um, is probably a lot harder for people to understand, which I can't really help you there. Sorry, I thought to see a second thing of what happened that other time. Luckily, that's not what it was. Um, but and I made sure not to open that window all the way so I don't see if it's gonna happen. I don't see it happening. So I don't. Oh my gosh, my heart's like playing. Some birds playing out of my window. Sorry, I think I'm gonna shut that window. It's like freaking me out. Hold on. The neighborhood. Oh, me. Sorry about that. I had to shut that window because it was like freaking me out because it was like making me triggering me from like last time. Um, which is good because that means my light from my side window is actually pretty good because that's the only one I have open right now. Like opened. Yeah, I really hope they don't have no bird issues. Hence why I closed that window. Maybe if they see, I wonder if they see if it's closed, will they smack into it still? God, I'm not trying to tell you to let that happen. I don't want that to happen because that really worried me last time. I mean, it scared me. Um, um, what was I gonna say? The thing that makes me happy is that people try to understand me, and people that don't try to understand me don't press their opinions on me. And then I feel bad for those who, like, I was reading somebody's comment. I don't know them personally, but they were talking about like that they have all the autistic traits and they don't think they're autistic, but they don't know. And people were saying they're too cool to be autistic or something. I don't really know what that particularly means personally. The too cool to be autistic. I don't know. Too cool to be that. I don't quite understand what that phrase means. Me being autistic myself and also being an ADHD or and dyslexic. I don't know what coolness has to do with being autistic. I don't quite understand. Because very people, let's be honest, people that just have disabilities are still normal people. They just have something else. Like that's at least that's in my opinion, but I'm also biased because I'm autistic myself. So I just don't view it as you can't have something because you don't portray it. Like let's be honest, I probably don't look like I have anything when you look at me. Most people always say like what disabilities, like they always are shocked when I say it. So having disabilities don't have a look. At least the invisible disabilities don't have a physical look. Like for the ones that are physical you can see, but I'm saying the ones that are invisible they don't have a look. So I don't know what that even I don't kind of understand why is cool like, and if you're cool you can't have something like what does that even mean? I'm trying to figure out like what does that how does coolness relate to being autistic or anything having any other disability out there? I literally don't get it. And I'm not trying to, I'm just saying, I'm talking about the people that said that to the person. I don't get why. Like, I'm not understanding. Like, and I know I'm biased to it because, and the reason I say biased because I have my own opinion because I am, part of it. But I don't know. Like, I just think that I just think people need to. One thing I do think is whoever said that to this person is probably very ignorant. I did like share with that person like my own. I did 3 different videos about because if you're not autistic, you could be something else. It's a thing. It's obvious. It's a thing. Um, I did share like the videos I made about what it's like to be autistic, what it's like to be dyslexic, and what it's like to be an ADHD. Or those all 3 based on my own personal experiences with it. And of course, just because of my experiences doesn't mean I did tell them that you could self-diagnose until you find like research it and find out if you want a diagnosis or something. Not that I ever say you have to get a diagnosis. And self-diagnosis is valid, even though some people in the disability community say it's not valid. People, and also neurotypical, some of them will say it's not valid either, but it don't really matter. To me, it doesn't matter what other people say if you believe you have something, because typically, if you believe you have something, more likely you probably have something. Not that it's bad to have anything. Even though I know people are like, "What the fuck, Mariah?" It is something wrong with having it. Sorry if you can hear that because it's probably loud. Um, I don't know if it's a car or a motorcycle. It sounds like a car though. He said, "You think it's a fine line between acknowledging someone has a disability and discrediting it?" Yeah, I agree with you on that. Honestly, a lot of times, a lot of people, like at least I've had people in my life, just because like I don't look like I have any invisible disabilities. You can see it at times. Other times you may not be able to see it. Um, I should say see it in the actions I do because you can't physically see it is what I should say. Um, that I've been discredited, though people knew about the disabilities. I've been discredited before, so I do understand both sides of it. But again, I'm biased for what I'm saying um, because I'm part of that. You know, I'm part of the neurodivergent community, which is also part of the disability community. So for me, I'm kind of biased towards it because I'm in it. So some of my stuff will be based on my own personal experience rather than if I wasn't part of it at all. It'd be like I have what did I say? I'm biased because I'm part of the community I'm talking about. So I just want the best for somebody, and I don't like the discrediting. I don't like that. But I'm also Mariah, so for most of you, they're probably like, Mariah, why do you care? Because this is still a human being here. Like, so, um, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes what I'm saying is like not, I don't know. But I feel like we should ask someone to ask me a question or something because I feel like I'm rambling. But like some of the things I get, like I understand some of the points. Like I get some really good comments and I get some really shitty comments that I delete when I get shitty comments. Um, I just delete them like and block because why should you be on my channel? Like some rude. See, I'm not gonna even say no. I'm not. I was gonna say the rude one. Nope, I ain't even doing that because I immediately blocked it when it was because it was disrespectful. And it tells me the ignorance and disrespect that people have for other people as if they're like less than. And that just makes me aggravated to be part of a community that's always treated less than because we're viewed as like we are, which we're not. Um, just really pisses me off. And just because I don't look like I'm to have any disabilities doesn't mean I don't have anything. And I've always hated that stupid statement of, oh, you don't look like you. What the fuck does that even mean? So everyone has to look like they have a disability in order to have one. Like, what does that even mean? Like, huh? So if I had some kind of back problem or whatever, I have to look like I have a back problem to have it. Let it make it sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, so because I don't look like I have something, I just because I don't look like I have something doesn't it means I don't have it. I think people assume, and the unfortunate part to me is that some people will fake having disabilities in order to get Social Security, and people that actually need some people that actually need Social Security can't get it because they have to go through all this. They got to get all this paperwork in order to say they got a disability that they actually have. It's probably why. I wonder if that's why they put in all the having to do all the paperwork, because people fake having something, and so it tied up for the real people that actually have it, which is actually that's disgusting to me. Like, that's actually really gross to me. Like, you pretended to have something because you thought it was fun. Why is that? That's literally fraud. Like, that's fraud. Because someone was telling me, it made me sad. Someone was telling me in the comment under a video, like they had to do all this crap to prove that they have a disability because of the fraudulence of other people. To me, that's ridiculous. Why is it a thing? Like, that should even be a thing. Like, because people of people's dishonesty, people that actually have like legitimate reasons and causes for something, like for example needs for accommodations or needs for like needing money for like to live and stuff. You have to prove it through all this medical history because someone did something out of I don't even know what that'd be out of there we go, selfishness, to get something that they never deserved to have because they could because they can actually afford to have it working, because some people can't work having a disability, others can. um like for me, i could work I could work another job. It may be difficult, yes, but I can actually do that. Like, I know there's some people in the disability community that rely on like benefits and stuff, which I have no fault. I mean, I don't have any problem with, because their disability may be so severe that they have to, have that, which I understand. Um, Now, like the ones, I just makes me angry, and then the ones that I just can't even see myself doing that, like pretending to have something just because I want some benefit. So I just can never see myself doing that. I just can't. Um, And I understand those who need like the benefits. I do get it. Some people that know they're not going to be able to work, I do understand. Some that eventually have disability as they get older, others that are born with it. Like, and I would never act like I'm better than them, because I'm not better than anybody. I'm just Mariah. And this is just my opinion. And my opinion may not mean bullcrap to anybody, but I just think it's sad. Um, like, yeah, unfortunately, that is the other side of being discredited and having an invisible disability, because it's harder to prove. It's harder to prove also it's also hard to prove. Like, let's be honest. I'm in a category all on my own because I'm a woman and I have disabilities. Of course, I'm also Black, but that's not the point. Point is because oftentimes, for women, and I think more likely people of color, we get misdiagnosed a lot. Like, I was first before finding out about being autistic and stuff. Um, they thought I had borderline personality disorder, but I think they might mirror some of the symptoms. Some of the symptoms may mirror. Also, ADHD and being autistic, they can mirror. I did a live stream on that. For anyone that wants to watch it, they can. That was actually someone suggested that topic, which was actually really good, about the overlapping of ADHD and being autistic, because I didn't realize that. And also dual diagnosis To me, that's the most insane thing. Dual diagnosis wasn't even allowed until 2013, which is bullshit because I was a grown adult by then. Because like maybe that's another reason why they couldn't classify what I had, because I do wonder if because I'm so very close, like teetering the line for probably some of my stuff, some of my disabilities. I wonder if that's why. The dyslexia was always kind of known. The others are more likely. I feel like I teetered on the line for the ADHD. I didn't really see back when I was a child. I see it more now because of the. I realized after being burnt out from the past job I had, I've started to see the ADHD, but I didn't acknowledge it then. Till someone pointed it out. You said from what? From what your channel has taught me until now, it seems that females that are autistic are more difficult. It's because of the reason why is because the way they diagnose autistics, it was based on white males. So like some of the traits you wouldn't see. Sorry, there are certain traits you wouldn't see in females that you would see in males because of it's something to do with the genetics. Like there are certain things. I think I thought I did a video about that, but I don't know if I did. I thought I had, but I'm not certain. About that. I don't know if I did. I could have sworn I did something with females in it. Let me look. Actually, I can look on here and see. Let me look. Yeah, let's see. Females. That's not what I want. If I didn't do that, I need to do it. If I have not done one, I don't know if I could have sworn I did something about that on here. It might be undiagnosed. Is it undiagnosed? Is that the one I did? Hold on a second. Maybe it's undiagnosed. It's the one that I have with that. Let me see. Now I've got to see if I did one. Because I feel like I did something. Not that. I don't want that. Okay. Let's see. Go to the live streams. No, it's under a live stream. It's been a while. It's taking a while to load. But not that. Okay, next page. Okay, let me see. I'm looking. Could have sworn I did one about that. I don't know why I think so. That was a few years ago. Back still one more page. Okay, so let me see. Is that the one I did? Let's see. Undiagnosed and why. No, it's not. I thought I did one about that. Maybe I wasn't. I could have sworn I did one with females. Maybe I didn't do that. I was looking through my channel and I didn't see anything. Let me look about difficult diagnosis. Maybe it's on. Let me check that difficult, because when I put it in, I put it at the top of my page where it says a search through. It searches through my whole channel to see when I put the words in. Hold on. Because when I put the term in that actual box where it says search through my channel, and I'm trying to see if for some reason I thought I did something with that. I don't know why. And maybe I thought I did it, but didn't actually do it. Well, heck. I could have sworn I did something about that. And it's not finding anything. Even it searches through all my channel. It looks through my live streams. It looks through my shorts. It looks through my videos. It looks through all of that. And it's not found anything. I did one about. Shoot. No, I had thought I did one about like a actual video on it. Not. I don't know why I thought that. It's not even finding any of that. What the heck? That's gonna bum me out. You said suspect that maybe it came up in my honest ones. That's what I was looking at. I was looking if I did it under like us. Bird, don't play with me. Sorry. I saw this bird fly up my on the window that's open. Well, I'm trying to make sure it don't do that thing. It's a little bird though. At least it looks like one. Let's see, women. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm looking at autism. That's gonna take a lot. That's a lot of videos. Dang on it. I'm gonna have to look it up later because I can't find it and it's making me annoyed. I could have no, because I thought I had done a video on it, not a short, an actual video, not a short. Maybe I wanted to do one and I never actually did that because I'm already planning out till I already have up till I think either July or June for next year for my like what topics I want to do for next year, and then I think up to May on my other one for my live streams. So, and I try to plan in advance so I know what topics I'm going to do so I can record it. I record before I get to that actual date. Like the one for, I'm excited to. I love out of all the content I ever done. I like my response videos the best. Like research videos are okay, but my response videos are my favorite. Let me write. Hold on, Nick. I'm gonna get my paper so I can write it down. If I do that topic, do you want it as a live stream or do you want it as a video? And that'll be next year. Let's see. So I have up to July for videos and up to what? Up to so July for videos and May for live stream. Let's see. Hold this. I can write it down. Okay, I got the paper so I can write it down. You said so you want it for a video, so that will be in July if we do that. So you want it a video. What do you want it to be called so I can so when I'm looking it up, I'm sorry, so when I'm titling it, I know what word to put in. What do you want the title? Okay. 911. And I'm gonna put a suggested topic because I always, if someone gives me a topic, that's what I put. I don't take it as it's my own because some things I actually think of, others I do not. Autism diagnosis. I feel like, hold on a second. I could have sworn I've done a video on that. Now let me check that. Hold on, because you wrote it that way. Let me double check because I swear when you said that, it made me think I have that. Hold on. Wait a second. Sorry, my brain literally when you did that, I want to check, just double check because when you said that particular phrase, I could have sworn. Hold on, I feel like someone told me that. Why do I feel like someone? You might be right. It might be an honest but serious question, but I want an actual video on that. So if it isn't that, I feel like I'm gonna check. Hold on, hold on. For some reason when you said that, I literally thought of what. There's one close to it, but it's not exactly this one. There's one planned. There's a honest but serious video about the pros and cons of getting a formal autism diagnosis for older people, but not the one that you just said. And that's the only video that was brought up when I put an autism diagnosis for, you know what I'm saying. Like when I put in autism diagnosis, that's the only one that popped up. So okay, I'll write that down. Wait, you want actually a question mark on it? So do you want me to actually put a question mark when I write the topic, then title? Or are you just putting question mark because you put a question mark? I'm confused. And you already know I need particulars because you know how I am. That's how my brain works. And I'm not ashamed of that. One of my favorite, my favorite piece of art. My favorite piece of art that I did this week. I will tell you it, but I don't expect people to go look at it. Hold on. Once after I write down your thing, I will tell you what it is. Hold on. And also, I gotta go get my sticky note to make sure I write it down. I need to write it down because I write down to make sure I know exactly when I'm gonna do this topic because I want it to be right after the one that I have on my list over there. You already know how I am, Nick. You'd be like, why do you? You're probably thinking, how can you plan out? But how are you planning out for next year? Because I'm almost through. I think I'm in August or something. August content. I'm about 3 weeks ahead on my content for this year, so I'm three. That's good for me at least because means I'm ahead. I don't like being on schedule. I need to be ahead. When it comes to my stuff. Okay. This one's suggested topic. Video for. Hold on. First suggested topic. I don't know why you're impressed. It's just part of me being Mariah. I don't like procrastination. It literally pisses me off. It's a pet peeve of mine. Like, I don't know how the same way people don't understand how I do what I do. I don't understand how people procrastinate. It's never been part of the way I am. So, which is probably why I didn't think that's another reason why I didn't think I had ADHD, because I don't do the typical tendencies. I have some of them, but I don't have. That's probably why it was probably be hard to diagnose me fully, because I don't have all of each of the traits of each of the disabilities. Maybe more dyslexic than any of the other ones, but yeah, I don't know. Video in July of 2026. Okay. Which is crazy, that's the next year, literally. Hold on. I need a sticky note. Sticky note, so that will be July what? July 25th. Okay. 25th, July 25th. That's when that will be, Nick. The video you just said, it will be July 25th. I'll be doing that one. Of next year, not this year. Just clarify that. Because I do videos for my channel every 2 weeks. So I'm really looking forward to this week's one. It will be pushed out for Patreons only so far on Wednesday, 2 days, and Saturday, this Saturday for everyone else. I love my responses won't be on this week's video or the one from 2 weeks from now. Sorry, 2 weeks after this Saturday's one. My response will be on the ones for deafness and deafness is not, because I know people that are deaf. I didn't know anyone that's blind. The heck is that sound? What is that sound? I don't like my misophonia. What is doing that? Sorry, I'm like this. I hear the sound outside my window. It's confusing me. And the reason it's confusing me because I don't see any trees moving. So what is happening? Oh, sorry. Okay, let's put suggested topic. Actually, it's me and Mildred's favorite for this week, because it's my drawing, but she actually likes it too. She always likes my art, so it's not really much to say there. Okay, that one. Sometimes I get irritated with myself that I plan this much, but I can't help it. It helps my brain work, so I don't repeat an idea, because I've almost done that before, and that's not funny. I hate when I do that. Okay, I can look it up on here to see, because I can't, my brain trying to remember off the top of my head, because I do so many different pieces of art. I don't always remember which one is it. Excuse me. Actually, it wasn't. There was one from this week, and there was one from. What was that? Hold on. Sunday, and then one from Thursday. There's one from Thursday I really liked. The one from Thursday that I really liked, that I made is called. It says, Like being you, then love being you. I like that one. And the one from this week I like is stand up and make a difference. But I also like the one that bullies never win because I've been bullied, so I do understand that. I am going to be happy when I'm done my inspirational art only because I can get back to writing my poems up in written form. So I'm looking forward to that. I know there's one person that besides Mildred that wants some of my poems, but I don't know if they're actually going to buy it because that same person always is saying about they can't afford to do it. So I don't know. I can't speak on something I don't know. But yeah. I just want this. I'm sorry. I just want this tie to be broken. It's driving me insane. I'm literally just kind of just staring at it. I wish I could vote myself. I wish they let me vote because it would be great if I could vote for myself, vote on my own stuff. You like? Wait, how come you like that one? Wait, why do you like the bullies never win one? Is it a personal experience or just because I said it? Maybe it's gonna rain. Maybe that's what I hear. I hope that's what it is. Because I tend to be able to hear things most people cannot. So, yeah, it's part of being Mariah. Hmm. Oh, hello. But like I was saying, well, it is true. Most of the time it's true, I should say. I'm so sorry. I hit my elbow on the chair. I didn't mean to do that. I'm not hurt, but just kind of my arm just kind of went down too far. Sorry about that. Um, but for me, it's a true statement because well, it's a personal experience for me. I've gone through being bullied, so it has different meaning to it when it was written. Um, it just shows that for me personally, it shows that I'm stronger than what I thought I was. For other people, it may not have personal experience statement for them because they may have not gone through it. To me, it surprised me when people tell me they've never been bullied. And it just kind of shocks me. Because I've had people tell me they've never been bullied. I'm thinking in my brain, what? Um, I don't know because I can't relate to that. Um, uh, I'm grateful to those people that have given me responses for my response videos. Like uh, Mildred gave me one. One other person on this channel gave me something. I gave myself. I got some for myself, and one of my family members gave me one. So appreciate them, all of them. Um, I'm glad you haven't gone through the same sense of as I have. I don't want you to go through that. It's bullshit. Um, uh, um, it really destroyed myself. I didn't even have self esteem before it, and it made it worse than it already was. Um, I would not. I feel like bullying is not for people that bullying shouldn't be tolerated, but at the same time, I feel like the people that go through it are actually stronger for going through it, even though that sounds shitty, but it's the truth. Like those who I think sometimes, even though people are like, "What the fuck, Mariah?" I'm saying it from my own personal experience. I think if I didn't go through some of that stuff, I wouldn't be who I am. Like for those that say they've never gone through bullying, I feel bad for them because that means some of them may not know. Some of them may not know the strength that they have within. That's the only reason I feel bad for them. I don't feel bad that they didn't have to go through a bad time, no. I feel bad that they may not understand the strength they have, but I'm also biased. A lot of the things I say are probably biased because I've gone through things. So, yeah. But I don't know. Um, The goal for this channel, which I know it's not going to happen by the end of this, definitely not going to happen by the end of this year. Even though I want it to, but I know it's not happening. I would love to have six steady Patreons and six steady people that buy my art, but I know that's not going to happen because people often say they're going to do things that they don't intend to do. So like I said, I'll believe it when I see it. So I don't see that happening. Did it make me stronger? Yeah, but it made me it makes me it made me stronger, but it also made me realize people are evil people. There are a lot of evil people, more than, regardless if they're kids or not, kids or adults. There's evil in everybody. That is one of the thing, unfortunately, that I learned. I it taught me to not try. Well, based on some of those things that happened, it taught me not. It taught me that it was not safe to be myself. Unfortunately, through all that time period, it made me kind of worried to be myself. So, I should say worried. It made me scared to be myself at points because I was like, I'm be myself. Then we're gonna have this bullshit keep happening. Like every time I try to be myself, we're gonna have something happen. So when I think that's another reason why. Um, it's probably another reason why I expect more bad things to happen than good because of that. Because oftentimes when something good happens, something shitty is about to come back after it. That's literally how I feel. Like when something good happens, like when the hell is the bad shit coming? When is it coming? That's exactly what I think about. Um, because like that's what I've learned. Like, oh, something good's coming, something bad's coming right after, because that's what happens. Like when you try to like, that's what I've learned. You said it's sad that people don't seem to think. Most people don't think about the consequences of their actions because it doesn't fucking it doesn't affect their ass. That's why most people don't care about the consequences of actions because it doesn't affect them. They can still sleep at night. Now the other person is traumatized and tormented, but you're over there like I doubt the people that did what they did to me had any kind of had any care after it happened. Like they didn't because they probably didn't lose any sleep. They didn't lose anything. I was the one that was tormented. To be honest, for any person that's bullied, the person that's victimized or whatever, the victim is the one that has all the torment. The other person, they don't really have they don't really have any kind of consequences towards them, at least on the victim side, because they know they can just keep doing it. And sometimes the victim eventually gets tired of it. Not often. It happens at rare occasions. But it damages that person. Honestly, I don't know. Um, I doubt any of my bullies ever felt bad about what they did. I suspect they probably were fine after it happened. Like, what the fuck did it matter to them? Their asses weren't the ones that were freaking traumatizing themselves in their brain and making, oh my gosh, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't hear certain words or the triggers or like. I was telling my mom the other day. I said I think that's the reason I can't eat carrots because of that reason. Like the hard carrots. I think this might be why I hate them. I think that's why I hate them. I really do. I think it's because of that. From the trauma from what was done. I think I tied it to that. Um, so it's unfortunate. I mean, I don't mind the cooked carrots, but I hate the ones that are the ones my sister has in the freaking refrigerator. Even though it's not, you mean she can eat carrots if she wants. So I don't have a problem with that. But I'm saying I probably might be the reason why I don't like the ones that are uncooked for that reason. Because it reminds me of that. I'm not scared of the carrots, but I don't like them. But I do wonder if that happens for most people that have had experiences with certain really negative experiences. There's certain things they just avoid, like Like, for example, if the trauma was based on, well, the trauma that they experienced is based on, like, oh, a certain TV show, they'll avoid that TV show. Or if there's a trauma based on, like a certain animal or whatever, would they avoid that animal? Honestly, I don't care if carrots are healthy. I don't like. I just don't. I really don't like the taste though. So, but I don't know. I do know I don't like I don't like crunchy carrots. I hate them. I hate them. And I hate, like, when I see carrots. Sometimes I go back. My brain goes back to that crap experience with it. I wish it didn't, but it does. Uh, Most people probably can't. Some of them can relate to my experiences, not exact experiences. Some, because some have been bullied just like I have. Others cannot relate to them because they've not gone through it, so they can't. They have no vantage point of it. They're like, get it. Some of them can, like, get over it. Like, yeah, you can get over a point, but sometimes triggers bring it back. Like, luckily, I'm not in a space where, and I'm glad that I've gotten to a place where I'm in a healthy mindset. But for years, decades, I was not in one. So there would be things that would trigger me. Like, I know now because of the experience with my past job. When anyone says something that's upsetting to me, I just literally will shut up. Like, I will stop. I won't talk at all. Like, if it makes me want to get upset and cry, then I just stop. Even if it's any of my parents, even though they didn't mean what they said, whatever. Um, and my parents don't say mean things to me, but sometimes certain triggers bring back that thing with a past coworker. It brings me back to that spot. I just literally just shut up and, like, walk away. And to me, that shows me there's trauma to that spot. Which is sad, but it's true. It's sad that certain little things can bring back a trauma point. And the one thing one thing I love about my parents, that I've always loved about them, they are two of the biggest protectors I've ever, like, met, like, emotional and physical, like. And, well, honestly, I always say this is the truth. If it wasn't for my parents, of course I did a lot of hard work, but if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't have graduated from college. Because when I felt like giving up, my mom and my dad were like, "Mariah, you could do this." Cause and the reason that was hard is because on my it was the first semester I had gotten an academic probation. So during that sorry, it was first semester I had gotten an academic probation. The second semester I got off of it because I worked my ass off to get off of it. But actually, I think that whole year I didn't have accommodations because it was a whole year. I just realized, but because I used to think it was one semester, but I realized it probably wasn't, because when I think we got the accommodations in, actually no, the paperwork says June of 2011. So yeah, it would have been the summer after my freshman year. So I would have been going into sophomore year, which actually tells me how hard I worked to get to where I got to. And I suspect if I just, like, did what if I had just got my accommodations throughout the whole thing before I probably went to college, then I probably wouldn't have ever been on academic probation. Not that there's anything wrong about that with being on academic probation, at least not in my opinion. Being someone that wanted to see what it was like to be a neurotypical, I wanted to see what it was like to be like them, because I didn't know what it was like to be like them, because I always had my IEP and always had accommodations, so I didn't know what it was like. So I was like, I want to see what it's like to be my sisters. Not that they are neurotypicals, but they, what's with this bird? What are you doing? Quit it. Um, but there are, they didn't struggle with school as much as I did. They might have they had probably had a few struggles, but I don't know them personally. Um, They did not struggle with academics like I did, but I also didn't have the same disabilities I have, so it's not the same. Like, I do wonder if I didn't have one of the disabilities and had the other two, would I have been harder for me or less hard? I mean, less hard for me or not, I don't know, because I don't have that. It's not like I can raise one of them. Not that I would choose to, because I feel like each facet of each of my disabilities makes me person I am, and if I didn't have one, I'd be a less part of my who I am. Well, I wasn't always. I don't honestly. When I think about myself being their daughter and a sister, I know for a fact I was not the best daughter. I've not been the best daughter and sister through most of my life. I know it's because of a lot of trauma with the emotional stuff caused from disability and the shame about having one. I felt a lot of shame out from 8 on because of what was done with my grandmother. Because my parents never treated me or my sisters any differently than each other, I don't think I realized the impact one little incident, even though for most people they probably is not significant. My mom, I remember when I told her, she was real mad because that was her mom that did that to me. Not that it wouldn't be mad, she wouldn't be mad if someone else did that, but um, it just showed me that, Mariah, you're different. The difference is every time you're different, you're going to be laughed or judged. Or I think in my head, even though I was only a child, I think I pulled all that stuff must have came up when it comes to thinking about it. I had a lot of ashamed. I caused myself to be, well, even though my grandmother may not meant harm, but I don't really know if she did or didn't. I can't ask her because she's not alive. I do wonder if I don't know if she knew about my disabilities, but I knew she knew that I was still learning. Let's be honest, 8 is you're still learning how to read, okay? You've learned how to read, but there are words you still can't pronounce. And being that I am dyslexic, my pronunciation of things were not easy. And if there's a word I completely can't understand how to pronounce it here in my head, it won't be able to pronounce. So, it just caused a lot of trauma. I still have that stigma to this day. So when reading, this is probably why reading on camera, even my notes, it's probably why I have extra anxiety and trauma when it comes to reading any kind of notes online. I mean, on camera because of that. Because it's like an added. I remember. I think about that all the time. I think about it. About people laughing or disrespecting me, and I've had it happen on here. Maybe not a live stream, but I've had it happen in the comment section before, where I was disrespected because of that. And I remember, I will still not forget it. It's been a few years since, but I remember when me and my sister used to go to church, where I literally had to say this whole thing. I hated doing that. I had to say to everyone in the room because I know how I get when it comes to reading the Bible, because that wound was attached to the Bible, unfortunately. I would tell them I have pronunciation issues, so if you can't understand me clearly, I'm sorry. Like, and my sister, she told me, I think after or before, I think after she told me, she said she was worried for me because she knew I was worried when it comes to reading out loud because of that trauma. I always hated in college, which is probably funny because I was a business major in college, and I remember one of our professors in college, it was accounting, this popcorn game. And I was like, God, please don't let it land on me. And of course, because I said that, God didn't make it land on me, but the teacher was like, Mariah, read this out loud. I'm thinking, God, please help me not mess this up, please, because I don't want the whole class laughing at me. Like, and to me, that's sad that I have a trauma because of a wound I had from 8 years old. I have a trauma that is attached to any kind of reading out loud kind of thing. Like, literally one wound caused all of that trauma. Might be another reason why I have a problem. I just thought about that. Might be another reason why I have problems with presenting things. I never even thought about it till just now. It could be a reason why I have problems with what was I gonna say? With when I had to do presentations in college, it might be why I have problems with doing presentations in college, because of the aspect of reading out loud, because I have a trauma towards it. I just wish whoever keeps doing that is getting really on my nerves. Like, can you stop coming in and out? Like, either stay in here or get out. Like, stop. Yeah, no, that's not for me. It has nothing. I don't think it has anything to do with the watching me in front. I think it's because I viewed as it. People will laugh when I make mistakes. Is what the problem is. Probably why I have problems with that has to do with it. It is to me. There's an added an extra part of nerve wrackingness plus the anxiety on top of that, plus the looking like a failure in front of everybody is on tied onto it because of that. So every time I make a mistake, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they're gonna freaking laugh. That's literally what I thought because that's what happened when I was a child. So I was like, every time I'm gonna make a mistake and they're gonna fucking laugh at me, and it's gonna be a whole embarrassing dang thing, and I can't run away from them, and there's gonna be a whole thing here. So that is added thing. So I think every time I do um any kind of content online, regardless of if it's pre-recorded or not, it's just like, oh my fuck, is someone gonna laugh at what the fuck I'm saying? Like, are they gonna judge it? And then I realized, Mariah, you can, if they are gonna judge it or disrespect it, you can just take their darn thing. That's the only good thing about this. And besides, in like in person, you can't take whatever they say down. Like, you can't take their comment down, or get like erase their comment of them saying it 2 years. But on my channel, if it's some disrespectful crap, I can just take it down and or block the person, and that's what I'll be doing. And I think people probably think I'm funny when I'm being serious. Like, this is to me is a serious thing. Most people probably think, "What the fuck?" It's just not that big a deal. Maybe to you it's not because you've never been through it, but for me, it's one of the variants. It caused a major trauma. It caused me to have self-esteem. My grandmother and all the bullies caused my self-esteem issue to be when I'm supposed to have self-esteem back when you're a child, when you're supposed to actually develop it. I didn't get to develop it because there was shame attached to my identity and how much I could and could not do because of one wound. She actually made me think the reason why I think I had actually no one of the reasons I had shame towards my disabilities is because I saw my disabilities as less. I mean, I'm less than everyone else, and I think that, and then from that, unfortunately, from that shame, it caused me to hate. It made me lash out on my sister who did nothing wrong. She only, unfortunately, she was the only one in. She was the only one other child that was there, so I attached every time I felt like less than. I would always get on my sister. I'd be like get really pissed and get mad at her, and I would take all my freaking crap out on her, verbally. And I know there caused a major rift between me and her for a long. It's caused a major rift between me and her for a long time. I know it's my fault, which is understandable because I did cause a lot of problems there. And because she, unfortunately, I couldn't say all the stuff I wanted to say to myself because I can't see myself, which I probably would have said all this shit to myself and made myself feel like way worse than I already did. I already said stuff to myself, but then I'm like, I can't see myself, so I can't physically say all the shit I want to say to myself. Like, you're not, like, I'll probably say all the stuff like, well, I used to say, sometimes say now, like, you're not worth shit. You're like, you did not deserve you don't deserve anything you have. Like, you don't deserve a lot of these things that we're going through. You don't deserve, I mean, you don't deserve the kindness of people. You deserve all this shit. Like, that's basically what, in my head, that's what I saw. Yeah, I was rejecting, which is not, but it's not fair. It's not fair to my. It would be not. It was not fair to my sister and everyone in my family. I did that to every single person in this house, which is not fair to any of them because they didn't cause me to feel less than. One person caused me, and I really wish I could have. I wish I could have talked to my grandmother before she died about this, but it's not like she'd remember. She probably wouldn't have remembered me anyway. She probably wouldn't have remembered anything she did because she was already lost some of her memories at that time, so it wouldn't have mattered. But I did have a lot of anger towards her for what she did, a lot, because it made me feel like I was less of a person because of what she did. And I know she probably I don't know, she could have meant it, she may not have meant it, I don't know. But then I think maybe it has to do with some of the stuff she was went through as a child. Maybe that was part of what she. I wonder if that happened to her. If she was laughed at when something like that happened. I don't know. I don't know much about her child. I didn't know much about her childhood. She didn't tell me much about it. But that's the one thing I will never do to my child. When I have children, I will never do that to them. I will not make them feel less worthless as a person. That will not make them feel worthless. That's not cool. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see if anything else is on here. Nick, you still there? Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were still here because it says 0, so I didn't know if you were still there. I don't know, but do you have any questions before? Because I think I'm about to sign off. Because basically only been me and you basically before Richard left. So I just want to make sure. I don't like that I projected so much. It's not fair to do that. Like I do wish one thing I did wish I told my mom. I said I wish I had went to therapy when I was a child. I think if I had done that I think if I had done therapy if I had done therapy for since I was a child, I think it would have helped a lot. But I don't know. I do think I definitely think after my grandmother died, I should have been in therapy for grief. But I'm of course a lot better than I was. I still miss my grandmother, but you said you want to say. Oh, thanks. I appreciate you, Nick. I appreciate your encouragement. I think I'm gonna go. But thanks for being here. And those who haven't voted for what you would like, sorry, which option you would want for the celebratory live stream for getting to 1.6K, which we're not there, we're almost there. So I'm tracking which topic is going to be chosen. So I know if I need to write things out or be prepared to write things out. Oh, thanks. And I'm trying my best. I appreciate you for being here, like always, Nick. And this week, just for anyone that doesn't know, this week's video is titled Blindness Is, and that'll be available for my patrons only on Wednesday, which is in 2 days at 6 p.m. Eastern. And it will be available for everyone else on YouTube on Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. My scripted live stream, hold on, is on the topic of celebrities with dementia. I think it's interesting to do celebrities on dementia. It might be. I don't know when it's coming back. I'm not sure when Only Murders in the Building is coming back. It could be August and maybe September. We don't know. They haven't specified a date unless they told me set a date and I didn't see it. But I'm excited about that. Thank you guys for watching as always. Bye.